Jim Urban here. I've heard it said that the number one reason people introduce or refer anything or anyone is that it makes them feel good. Do you think that's true? And I was wondering if it is true for you. If you feel good when you introduce a restaurant or a book or a movie to a person you really care about and really love, and they come back to you and say, "Thanks for sharing that book or that movie or that restaurant." Does that make you feel good? Well, if that's true, then there are people out there who may need my help. And if you introduce them to me, you will feel good. And when I say people who may need my help, this is who I would love you to notice. Just notice that there are people who may be pregnant right now. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's somebody at work. Maybe it's somebody at your church. Maybe it's somebody in one of your social circles. I wonder, who do you know who needs a bigger house because they need more room? Or maybe they've been thinking of getting into a different school district. Or maybe you have a colleague who has kids going off to college and now they need a smaller home. Maybe they want to take some of their equity out of their house and buy an investment property. Or maybe you're getting ready to go to a wedding in their near future and you know this couple is going to need their first house. And maybe they're renters with a tax problem. Or maybe you know somebody who's going through a divorce, or they're getting ready to sell their house and buy a new house. Or do you have any connections who are relocating? Or people being promoted or transferred? Or do you have any relationships where they've lost their job? Or they've got a new job and they have a new business starting? Or do you know people who owe more on their house than it's worth and they don't know what to do and they need some help? They certainly want to avoid foreclosure, but you may have a friend or a family member or a colleague or acquaintance who is teeter-tottering on that foreclosure process and they need some help. Or you may know somebody who is going through the process of a family death, or they're involved in some probate. These are the types of situations to notice because these people really do need help. And when you do notice someone who needs help, would you simply take out your cell phone and look up my number and call me immediately? We can talk about how you can introduce us to each other. I can help them. And I know when you do that, you will feel so good because a referral is when you introduce somebody you care about to somebody you respect. And I know how good you'll feel when they call you up and say, "Thank you for introducing Jim to me." So best to you, and please notice those people who could use my help. Thank you.